welcome back, or welcome to Cheesy Movies with Josh, CBM with Josh. You can find me on the social medias at Cheesy Bad Movies. Cheesy Bad Movies with Josh. This is a 5-minute or less podcast. Don't pay attention to the first episode. If it's more than 5 minutes, then that spoiler alert, I really liked the movie that I was watching. If it's 5 minutes or less, I don't know, maybe not so much. All right. Speaking of which, today's movie is the 2023 film put out by Mark Polina, that's the director, starring Jeff Kirkendall, Michael Korotowicz. I'm sorry, I butchered that. Tim Hatch. The movie is called Yule Log, Y-U-L-E Log. Now, the movie is about two friends that take their friend out to a cabin, and while they're out there at the cabin, they accidentally burned some wood, and the wood was a tree that a powerful witch named blah, 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 blah back in the day happened to be nailed through her head onto the tree, and it reawakens the dark spirits, forcing them to fight for their lives during the Night of Mothers. Yeah. So, as I've said before on Cast of the Pod, thank you if you've come over from Cast of the Pod to hear this. This is a just a quick 5-minute thing for a movie that Deb didn't watch and Cobweb didn't watch, and they probably wouldn't want to hear me talk about it or watch it. So, because I love cheesy bad movies. I said it before and I'll say it again. We used to buy the 20 packs, 10 packs, 3 packs, 5 packs of bad movies for $5, $10, $20 and just watch horribly cheesy bad. 20% of them were worth watching again. 40% of them were worth watching that one time, and then all the rest were just not even cup holders or those things. But this is the third time I've recorded this, because the first time I wasn't prepped and I was sitting in another angle. Second time I recorded this, I realized that half my mustache had gone down, and I was having like slump face. It's bad enough I talk out of one side of my mouth as it is. But am I killing time because we're 2.5 minutes into this because of this movie? Maybe. So the movie centers around two friends that are trying to help their dear friend get over the slump, the horrific. He's a recent widow. They weren't good enough friends to know that she was sick or what had happened or how she died or anything like that. But they're good enough friends to, hey, let's take him out to a cabin in the middle of the woods. And this movie has acting that is like, hey, what are we going to do? Let's take him out into a cabin in the woods to help him get his mind off of what is going on. Okay, let me turn and look away from the camera. The actors are all in their mid-50s to mid-60s. Gentlemen, and not that can't happen. I mean, I understand it's realistic and you use whatever people you have on hand. And I'm trying to be more positive when I say bad things about movies. At least these people got together and made something. They made their art. They made something that was important enough to them to do. So kudos to you and your whole crew, Mark Polina, Jeff Kirkendall, Michael, I ruined your name, and Tim Hatch. Y'all did great. There is a lady in this movie that was in a car accident that you could see the overlay and the chroma keying and all that of the fire, which normally I like. And then sometimes when you have a movie and you take a toy and you put it in front of the camera and you're like that, and they kind of did that with this 3-headed beast thing. And normally those movies are so cheesy, so bad that I like them. This movie, I did not. So would I recommend this one? No. That's how I'm going to do it. Instead of doing, well, I still have to do a 10 scale because on IMDb, they rate it as a 3.7. I wouldn't even give it that much. I'd give it a 1 out of a possible 10. But on a, should you watch it or should you not waste your time on it? I would not recommend it. Don't watch it. But I am going to look up Mark Polina and see more of his films. All right. So until next time, I'm Josh. This has been Cheesy Bad Movies with Josh. Thanks for your time. 4 minutes, 57 seconds, and we are out.